good night, good afternoon. This is Nnamdi Kanu, Freedom Media Communication with Raf Mbechikwe. See you, everybody, in a common language, very simpler, digestible language. I want to just disseminate this information to you. Can you see it clearly that Nigerian justice system is biased against Igbo man? Malami has committed more than 500 times what they accused Nnamdi Kanu of. Yet, Malami is not jailed, is in detention at DSS facilities in Abuja. His offense: Malami imported massive live ammunition, arms in containers, amassed it on his compound. The information did not just come from an informer or motor packed out. No. Malami was followed up right from the date when Muhammad Buhari was Nigerian president. The government of United Arab Emirates, with the capital in Dubai, disseminated information to Nigerian government under the supervision of Muhammad Buhari that they had discovered over 350 terrorist sponsors in the UAE. As if that statement wasn't enough, the government of UAE came out and declared that the names compiled as terrorist sponsors in Nigeria are custodians of individual private, bank details in the UAE, making it so authentic. I mean, their claim and the allegation very, very authentic that nobody could ask question about it. They were 350 Hausa Fulani men in the north. Do you know what happened? The government, the administration of the then, Nigerian President Muhammad Buhari turned his back on this 350 men sponsoring terrorists in the north. Buhari ignored them. Buhari do in face like say no see. So I tell you, I say in a common language. Buhari remove in face like say no what thing they happen. Then the numbers of these terrorist sponsors kept on increasing on alarming rates. Previously, why? Because government of Nigeria did not show any much attention to the sponsors, just because they are all within the platform Islamic extremists. Muslim extremist is the right language, but I want to tell you that it's just a brotherhood, no religion of peace. Because they swore not to betray themselves. That's why Mocheche was writing in his book, Who is this Allah? You know what he said? Go and read it too well and don't say, I told you. What about Salman Rashid? Salman Rushdie, the same Iranian American that actually exposed Islam 1984 and wrote the satanic version, streamlining how Islam turned not to be a peaceful religion into what? Blood bank monitors and custodians in various banks, international banks across Europe. And now it began to look that Islam is a sectarian religion. They are sects, very dangerous. So Malami is my point right now, where Nigerian government is supposed to have placed him. Malami actually turned his back on these names, complied and submitted to him, because they are all Garbas, Alhajis, Islamic name, Muslims name, Aisha, Muhammad Buhari, El-Rufai, Modu Sharif, Abubakar, Abdul Rahman, all of them, all the whole Fulani elites in the north, great politicians in the core north, were penciled by UAE government. And that was what made UAE government not allow Buhari to visit Dubai. They stopped Buhari from visiting Dubai. Yeah, because UAE is a secular country in the Middle East Europe that has been trying to prove prove to the United States of America that they don't have on sponsorship of terrorism, terror acts across Middle East Europe, that's Arab world. So that is the fact. They revealed the sponsors because they have been hearing about kill him, spare him, shoot him, in Nigeria. That's why they took the record and monitored Nigeria, and they found out that certain people, some people in their great numbers, the Islamic extremists in the north, Fulani, Hausa people, have been sponsoring insurgency in the northeast, in the northwestern Nigeria, even in the Mid Belt. That is the ISWAP, the Boko Haram, the Al-Shabaab, the Al-Qaeda, Mahamuda, and the Lakarua in northern Nigeria. They were being sponsored by the northern elites, the so-called people that will tell you go to the mosque, come back from mosque, watch your nyach, watch your face, watch your hands, you will be claimed before God, not knowing that they are ignorantly misinterpreting how God studies man. It's not by watching your face. It's not by being too clean. On the skin, flesh, it is by what? Having killing spirit, killing heart, killing soul. All your body languages are what? Emptied into humanity. Benevolence. It's not about, chewing your stick, watching your... No. You don't watch anything. Spiritual control is physical. And this is why Malami Abubakar is supposed to be in prison right now. But they are delaying it because he's going to serve exactly how Nnamdi Kanu served more than 5 years before they could take him to court. Nigeria, unjustified country. Nigeria, injustice state. Nigeria with various thieves, criminal presidents, criminal people as presidents, is actually detaining Nnamdi Kanu currently, expecting all the Igbos to be happy. In fact, Tinubu has failed the Igbos, just like his uncle Chief Obafemi Awolowo did in 1967, where he actually come up with the food blockade policy that strangulated areas from where food materials and other relief materials are influxing into Biafra land from the axis of Cameroon and the Bight of Guinea. Gowan implemented it and observed it. Food blockade actually implemented. Many Biafran children died of kwashiorkor. Gowan, Chineke Yaponi Chigi. Don't baby. See, let me tell you. Kanu now is an exalted person. Exonerated, exalted, and trusted. While the man that actually punished him from 2021 to date, 2023, he was the AGF, Attorney General of the Federation of Nigeria. That's the Minister of Justice. Abubakar Malami has been arrested with catch of arms in quantum container containing, arms and ammunition, sophisticated one that is likened to international ownership. The kind of crime we have in Nigeria now is just Lakarua, bandits, Boko Haram, but the international, acclaimed warring factions that should be used. This sophisticated weapon discovered that Malami's premises are just nothing to write home about. This Malami of a man actually punished Nnamdi Kanu to the level that no Igbo man could believe Kanu will be alive today. Today it is his turn. Could you know that Malami is cleaning up at the same DSS facilities where Nnamdi Kanu was talking in the previous time, where he languished most of his time waiting for trial in the court? Malami is there. One good turn deserves another. One bad turn deserves another. Remember what you are doing to your brother. Someone stronger or mightier than you could do you so. Malami, the Lord of Karma indicated Karma is no longer from India. Stay there, sit down there. Kanu will come out and you will still remain there. Remember the kind of justice system you allowed or applied from 2015 to 2023 when you were Nigerian Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice. You just play all these roles to annihilate, to punish, and to wound the Igbo man. But today, here we are, asking you for resignation, asking you failure to resign or apologize. You know, we know that you are outside the office, you are not right now working for Tinubu, but you are still there, which was why when Nnamdi Kanu was freed in the previous time, weeks, months of the same administration we are right now, they could not allow him. Tinubu could not allow him because Tinubu is a Yoruba man. He actually believes that he's better than the Igbos and still holding him. Tinubu has actually stabilized their ties with the Fulani Caliphate in Sokoto. You are their friend. When it begin to happen now, you are their friend. Let me tell you, Sokoto Caliphate or Fulani Caliphate, they are bent on what? Bringing down the southern Nigeria, you know, subjugate them all manners of civilities, slavery, and the servitude. See, let me tell you, Fulani will never ever forget in haste that we are the Igbos. We will never ever subject to any intimidation of Islamization, turning me to Muslim. You are a liar. The God of all the nations of the earth, He is with us. And likewise, every Igbo man, we will never ever deviate from doing the needful. We will always follow justice, which is before the Lord God of state of Israel. Justice is it, modest is it. We will never ever succumb to intimidation and cowardice. Here ends tonight, and I want to tell you that Kanu is suffering in jail, and Malami must go through that process. It's a question of what must. He will be there very soon. Justice, right justice, correct justice, global, you know, let me say modesty, fairness, and equity awaits Nnamdi Kanu, and Malami will go to jail. He's going there right now. I can see him going there. That's the point. Please try to like me, subscribe from my channel, follow me on YouTube. Actually comment on the comment section. Come there, let's talk. I love you guys. You are guys with me. Thank you for being my viewers.